back to another video. Today is another match preview. It's Swansea City versus Hull City in the Sky Bet Championship this Saturday. Obviously, we're returning after the international break. But before we get into our thoughts, we've got a Hull fan on, Joe. His channel is Old Grandpa Joe. He's featured on our channel many times. Great content. So yeah, before we get into our part, we'll hand it over to him.
Hello everybody on the Pure SCFC Vlogs YouTube channel. Hull City fan, Old Grandpa Joe here. I'm just going to take you through a little bit of what our start to the season has been like, our summer transfer window, and all of that sort of stuff. So, new signings then. We brought in George Monka on a free from Luton. Just to be clear, we are under an embargo where we can only sign frees and loans. This is how our season is going to work. So we brought in George Monka on a free from Luton, Andy Cannon on a free from Portsmouth, Randall Williams on a free from Exeter, young goalkeeper Nathan Baxter came in on a season-long loan from Chelsea, and winger Ryan Longman came in on a season-long loan from Brighton as well. Young right-back Tom Nixon came in on a free from Stokes Academy. I wouldn't expect him to feature. He's more of an under-23 sort of player. Young centre-back Deshaun Bernard came in on loan from Man United. So did young centre-mid Matt Smith, spent last season on loan at Doncaster. He came in from the other side of Manchester City. Tom Huddleston signed on a free, returning to Humberside. It's not actually a place. You'll hear that, it's not a place, so if you're going to describe it as Humberside any Swansea fans, please don't. It's not Humberside at all. And then this one's a bit weird, but Tyler Smith, a young striker, came in from Sheffield United for an undisclosed fee, which has turned out to be £0. £0 were spent, so we've got him effectively for free. Well, we have got him for free. And then we brought in a youngster called Sincere Hall, who was on trial with the under-18s last year, so he's a permanent Hull City player. In terms of outgoings, we've not really lost too many. Regan Slater, we tried to get him back this window, didn't quite happen on deadline day. Gavin White, Dan Crowley, all their loans expired at the end of last season. Lost Max Clark, we released him, he's gone to Fleetwood on a free. Jordi Device, who was out on loan back half of last season, has gone to QPR. Any more? George Long, backup goalkeeper, was our number one last time in the Championship, on a free to Millwall at the end of his contract. Reece Burke, centre-back, gone to Luton on a free as well. Other than that, not really. Excuse me. Anybody of note? James Scott's gone out on loan. We got rid of Jordan Flores. Martin Samuelson's left permanently, as has Thomas Mayer. But all the players we've let go on loan. Callum Jones, young central midfielder. Billy Chadwick and Ahmed Salam have gone to Linfield for a season and half a season respectively. Festus Arter, young centre-back's gone on loan to Barrow. Matty Jacob for half a season, he's at Gateshead. Jake Leake is at Boston United for a month. Andy Smith and Harry Wood on loan at Salford and Scunthorpe respectively for the season. I know I've gone on a bit there, but we'll go to the season now very quickly. Brilliant win on the opening day away at Preston. 4-1 win, Lewis Potter, Smallwood, McGuinness and Cannon with the goals. Then we lost on penalties to Wigan in the Carabao Cup. Keane Lewis, after a 1-1 draw in normal time, Keane Lewis Potter scored our goal in that game. Since then, we've not scored a goal. Lost 3-0 at home to QPR, 1-0 at home to Derby, 2-0 away to Fulham, and drawn 0-0 at home to Bournemouth. Score prediction for the game, very briefly. Unsure. It's going to be a very, very tough game for us, but we're going to have Malik Wilkes back, who's our top scorer. I think George Honeyman will just miss out, coming back from his injury. So, it's going to be a tight game, I think. I think it's going to be a very, very tight game. But I can just about see Swansea edging it. Just about, because I don't think we've got that. It's just that final pass. We can't seem to make it work. Anyway, I know I've rambled on there. So I'll hand you back to the guys now, and I'll thank you very much for having me on, and I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.
So obviously a massive thanks to old Grandpa Joe. As Jake said, he's featured on our channel many times. He's a good lad, and he does some really good Hull City content. So his link will be down in the description if you'd like to subscribe to him.
Right, so now on to our part. So my thoughts going into this game then, it's going to be a very tough game. Obviously we've just come off the back of a 3-1 defeat to Preston, obviously before the international break, which wasn't a great result. But before that we had 2 wins in a row, Plymouth in the Cup and Bristol away in the league. So yeah, it shows we can win. It's going to be a tough game against Hull. Hull were a bogey team for a while. I remember the last time we played them was a 4-4 draw, which was the season they went down, so we couldn't even beat them when they went down, so it just proves that they are a bogey team to us. So yeah, it will be a tough game. I do believe we will win. As I've said, it will be tough. It's not going to be easy. They will give us a good test. So it really just does depend what sort of team we bring out on the day. But yeah, what's your thoughts on going into this game then?
I think it's definitely a must-win game. I think we definitely need to win it, especially after that Preston result. It's just an embarrassing result against Preston. Really, we should have done a lot better against them. And Hull, we should on paper it's a must-win for sure. But they do have some decent players that have a bit of quality about them, and obviously they're a newly promoted side from League One, so you never know what to expect really. Obviously we have made some new signings, and hopefully they can kick off straight away and make a massive impact, especially after losing players like Shamalo and Connor Roberts. Will need the players to obviously fill in their spaces, and I just hope that these new players can make a difference, get some minutes, and I think it should be a win on paper.
Yeah, so now moving on to the injury news then. So starting off for Swansea, I believe we've only got 2 now. I believe it's Liam Walsh and Corey Smith. So that's all for the Swansea injury news, but Luke will give you the Hull injury news.
Well, Hull, I'm quite lucky. They have a full squad to choose from, so it's good news for them.
Yeah, so now moving on to the key danger men for both teams. And to start off for Swansea, if there's any Hull fans watching this, then yeah, these are the players to look out for. So I've gone with Olivier Unchum, our new signing from Celtic. I believe he's a very good player, definitely higher than championship level, and he'll be a great player for us, hopefully. I've also gone with Matt Grimes as well, our skipper. I'm so glad he stayed. Great asset to the club. And I've also gone with Michael Obafemi, another one of our new signings. He's just a bit of a beast, isn't he, really? And I think he'll do well for us again. Same with Unchum, but would you add anyone else to that?
I'd probably go for Joel Perot. I think he's had a good start to the season. I thought he was quite unlucky against Preston, as he didn't really get the service or the creativity that he needed in order to score his goals. So I think he's been good so far this season. He's scored some decent goals as well, so I'd probably add him to that list as well.
Yeah, so now moving on to the Hull key players then. So there's quite a few to choose from, but I've gone with Malik Wilks, and you played for them when we last played them actually. I'd also gone with Tom Huddleston, another experienced player of theirs. And I'd also go with George Honeyman as well, but would you add anyone else to those 3?
Yeah, I agree with those 3 said, so I think we'll stick with them.
Yeah, so now moving on to the lineup I'd go with then. So in goals I'd go with Stephen Bender. Right wing back I'd go with Ethan Laird. I'm going to stick with a 5 at the back. 3 centre backs I'd go with Ben Cabango, Rhys Williams, and I'll go with Joel Latibodia. And then left wing back I'll go with Jake Bidwell. 2 midfield, Matt Grimes, Jay Fulton, and then just ahead of them I'm going to go with Unchum, and then up front I'm going to go with Joel Perot and Michael Obafemi. But yeah, what's your lineup?
In goal I'll go for Bender. Right wing back Ethan Laird. Left wing back Jay Bidwell. 3 at the back, I'm going to go for Cabango, Rhys Williams, and Cal Norton in centre back. And then in midfield, I'm going to go for Grimes, Fulton, and then Incham in attacking midfield. And then I think is it 2 or 3 up top? It's 2 up top. And I'll go for Joel Perot and Obafemi.
Yeah, so obviously that's it for the lineup. So now moving on to, finally on score predictions then. So as I've said, it will be a tough game and I think we'll win. You know what, I'm actually going to be optimistic. Hull have just come up. It doesn't mean to say they aren't a good team, because obviously they wouldn't have come up if they weren't. But yeah, I'm going to say 3-1 Swans. I'm going to say goals from Joel Perot again, Obafemi to get his first goal on his debut. And you know what, I'm fancying a Ben Cabango goal from the back. And then for Hull, I'm going to go with Malik Wilkes. But yeah, what's your prediction?
Yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-0 win. I know we're not the best at keeping clean sheets, but I think 2-0 is a decent prediction. So I'm going to be positive. And yeah, I think Joe Pro will score, and yeah, I'll agree with you with Oak Fabian scoring his debut.
Yeah, obviously massive thanks for watching this video. Massive thanks to Joe for featuring on our channel as well. We did also feature on his, so the link to that video will be down in the description, and we also featured on another Hull fans key runs as well, so we'll also link that in the description. So thanks to both of them for letting us on the channels. Obviously thanks to Joe for coming on ours. Thanks to all you for watching this video, and we will be back tomorrow for our match day vlog at home. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.